Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Bex, and today, as really seen from the title, I'm going to be talking about positivity. So the first thing that I just want to say before I even start the video properly is that this is not going to be a video where I say that if you're positive then your life's going to be great. It's not that at all. I'm not here to heavily promote positivity or push positivity onto you. This was just a video that was requested, also a video that I really wanted to make for a long time. Just about the different ways that I keep a positive mentality, and I just wanted to basically just share some of the things that help me to stay positive in negative times, and I just thought maybe that might help some of you out as well. I get asked quite a lot how I stay positive and what things help me to have a positive outlook even when things are really difficult, so I thought I'd make this video just to share some of that with you. So yeah, it's not, I'm just gonna, straight away, it's not easy to stay positive. I don't have all the answers about how to stay positive because I myself am not a crazy positive person, but there are just little things that just help me to stay positive as much as I can. And life isn't easy and you are going to be negative, but that's okay. If you weren't negative, we're human, we were made with negative emotions, and if we didn't experience those negative emotions then we wouldn't appreciate the positive ones as much. I think that if you're positive all the time then you lose that appreciation for the good things as well. But if you're negative some of the time, then when something positive does happen it means so much more. But equally, if you're negative all the time and you just lose any hope of anything positive and just don't even think about the positives, then things are gonna seem so much worse than they are. So obviously, I'm mainly talking from the point of view of someone with chronic illness, because obviously that is the situation that I'm in. That is the main reason that I'm not positive all the time. That is the main cause for me having negativity. Sometimes that's the main reason that I experience negative emotions. So obviously, yes, that's the main point of view that I'm going to be talking from, but hopefully some of the things I'm going to be sharing with you will help you in all aspects of your life whenever anything negative is happening. So yeah. So the first thing that I want to talk about is finding positives in negative situations. So this is sort of like blessings in disguise kind of thing. So obviously for me, negative situation is having FND and CFS. I'm perfectly happy to say that is a negative situation. Having two chronic illnesses is not fun. It prevents me from doing a lot of things and it is a negative thing. But equally, there are so many positives that have come out of me having this illness. So the first one, which is obviously a massive one, is this, YouTube. I would never have started YouTube if it hadn't have been for me being ill, for two reasons. First reason was, the main reason I actually started this channel was so I could share my story and hopefully help others and just help people to know they're not alone, that kind of thing. So obviously if I hadn't been ill then I wouldn't have had that motivation to start this. Equally, from being in bed a lot and on the sofa a lot and that kind of thing, that's kind of how I discovered the world of YouTube in the first place. So if I'd been up and out and doing those stuff then I probably wouldn't have actually had time to sit down and watch YouTube and actually think, oh, I'd really like to start a channel. So that's obviously a big positive that has come out from a negative situation. The other big positive for me is friendships. I've made so many friends, even when things have been really negative and I've been in hospital, I've made friends and it's just made the negative thing feel so much easier, knowing that you're not alone. So friendships is just a massive part of staying positive, because even if you're talking to each other about negative things, you're getting it off your chest, you're sharing it with somebody else who gets it and who knows what you're going through. So I think if you have friends who are going through a similar thing to you, hold on to those friendships as much as you can, because honestly, any friend, if you have a friend who will listen to you and help you or support you, and literally even if they can't help and support you, they're just someone who can listen to you, hold on to those friendships so much, because it will just help you to feel more positive even when things are really difficult. And I've made so many friends through YouTube and also just through being ill, on other social media platforms, on different groups and stuff, and I would never have met those people if I wasn't ill. and these are people now that I call like my true friends. Like, we don't just talk about illness, we talk about school, we talk about just life in general, and like there are people that I would call like one of my best friends who I would never have known if I hadn't been ill. So that's obviously a massive positive. The next thing, which is sort of similar, is finding the little positives. So obviously if you've had a really like negative day, a really negative week, things are just seeming a bit negative, then it feels almost impossible to think of anything positive, and you can get really down and just think, no, everything's rubbish, I can't find anything positive. But I promise you, even when things are super negative, there will always be like one or two things that are positive. And like you might be watching this right now having like had a really rubbish week or something and be thinking, Becca, no, there's nothing positive at all. But I guarantee there was one thing. Just think really hard for a minute and just think, even if it is literally just one thing, and it might not actually feel like a big thing at all, but even if it was just somebody smiling at you, that's a positive. Somebody acknowledged you. Even if it's just that your friend messaged you the other day saying hi, or saying Merry Christmas or something, that's still a positive. Even if it's just that you managed to sit up for the first time in a week. It might not feel like that big of an achievement, but it's something, and it's something amazing and positive. So I think looking for these little positive things is so important. So like, for example, for me, and like not everybody is going to think that the same things are positive. So for example, for like, obviously for a lot of people, like getting up and going out is not that big a deal, it's just what you do, so you won't really think of that particularly as a positive because you just do it, like it's just like autopilot, you get up, you get ready and you go out. But like for me, if I had a really bad week, but I knew that on one of those days I had got out of bed and got dressed, then that's like a huge achievement and that's a huge positive. So I think just finding like those little things, even if they don't seem like anything, like so minuscule that like you had completely forgotten about it and it had been so like overshadowed by all the negative things, just like take a minute if you can just to really like think and try and find that one tiny little positive thing. And if you focus on that, rather, even if like this is so difficult, like particularly if the negatives are outweighing the positives, it's so difficult to focus on the positives, but just really try. And like, I'm not amazing at this, I'm going to try and do this more like in 2019, it's one of like my New Year's resolutions. Just take a minute, like every day or once a week or something, just to sit for a couple of minutes and think about the positive things that have happened in your day or in your week. Write them down and just take a few minutes just to sit and think about those, and it will honestly just bring, like, even if it's just like a tiny bit, just bring like a shed of positivity into what was a really negative time. This leads me really nicely onto the final thing that I wanted to say, which is that I'd like to, as part of this positivity thing, I'd like to start doing weekly, I say weekly, it may not actually be weekly, obviously, depending on how I'm feeling, depending on how like fatigue and pain and everything is, it might not actually be weekly, but I'll aim to do it at some point during each week, a live stream, either on here or on Instagram. If you could let me know in the comments where you'd rather me do it, because obviously not everybody who watches my YouTube has Instagram. So yeah, please let me know actually if you'd prefer me to do it on here rather than on Instagram. But yes, I'd like to start doing a weekly live stream, and I'm going to call it Positivity Live Stream, where basically I'll go live, and if other people want to come live with me, then they can do that. And basically we're just going to chat about positivity, and people can, like, that can be your time. Like, if you're thinking like, oh no, there's no way I'm going to be able to find time in a week to sit down and think about positive things, that can be your time in the week to think about positive things if you want to. And everyone can just come and just like share their little positives. So like, if you've had a really negative week and you're thinking, no, not one single positive thing, like even if you're sitting at home and you're thinking, I've thought really hard about positives and I cannot think of any at all, then you can come to the live stream and hear other people's positives, like different positive things and small achievements from their week, and it might either make you think, oh wait, something like that happened to me, that was a positive thing from my week. Or if you're having a really negative week, it might just make you feel just a tiny bit better just to hear about other people's positivity, because it might make you think, well, that person managed to do that, that's amazing, I'm so proud of them, and then that's a positive thing from your week then. So yeah, I thought it'd be really nice to do that roughly once a week, and I'll put something like on my Insta story when I'm about to go live, that kind of thing, and I'll try and get like a set time, but as I said, don't know whether that's going to work out. But yeah, I thought that'd just be really nice and people can just share their positive things. Equally, as I said earlier on in the video about also sharing negative things, because it gets off your chest and it gets it like not onto somebody else, but it just gets it off your chest and you know that you shared it with someone else, and it just makes it easier to deal with. So equally, if you have negative things that you want to come and share, you can come and share that, and then other people can maybe like offer some advice to help you feel less negative, or point out something positive about that situation, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'd really like to start doing that. I think that would be really nice and help not only you guys but also me to feel more positive, because as I said, I also get negative quite a lot as well, which is also one of the main reasons I wanted to film this video, because I actually feel like incredibly positive having just filmed this video, because I've literally just been sitting here obviously through this video listing positive things, and already I feel really positive. So yeah, I thought that would just be a really nice thing to do. So that's basically everything that I have written down. I feel like I've sort of rambled a bit in this video. It's been a bit of like a rambly video, but I hope that you've enjoyed it, and I hope that you feel a little bit more positive coming away from this, and that maybe it's helped you to think about how you can be more positive. And yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below about what you think about doing the live stream, and also if you have any positives from your week this week that you'd like to comment, then feel free to do that. Also, please subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video with friends. And that's it now until February, because I've got mocks coming up in January, so I'm going to be taking a break from making videos. So I will see you again in January for another video, but hopefully I'll see you maybe later this week or next week with a positivity live show. Bye!